Hi everyone, my name is Allison and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I share all about my husband and I's journey, trying to conceive and trying to start our family. We have been trying to start our family now for 3 years, and we know that there is more of a journey ahead. So thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning in, and we're just gonna dive right into today's video. Okay, so I just had my Saline ultrasound and it was horrible. Lovely. The cramping was next level. I'll chat more about it soon, but I almost cried. It was so bad. So this is going to be our first real legitimate IVF update. From this point forward, we have moved from a TTC journey to an IVF journey, and while it's terrifying and scary and gives me anxiety, I also have a lot of peace in it. I think we're just constantly seeking, the best direction for us to head in, and here we are. This is IVF update number 1, if you will. This morning I got up bright and early, had to leave our house around 6:45 to go to our clinic and have a saline ultrasound. It's really the last of my clerical type appointments for the administrative process of starting the IVF journey, and then from here on out it's going to be baseline appointments, check-ins with my doctors as I start hormones, and then egg retrieval, and then transfer. So today was kind of like closing the book on the last 3 years of our journey and opening a new book and starting a new page and a new chapter. And yeah, we're just excited. So I'll keep you updated along the way on what the rest of this journey looks like, but I kind of wanted to dive into today's procedure because, you guys, I was not prepared. I Googled last night what to expect. Having had 2 failed IUIs, I thought maybe the procedure would be a little similar. Oh, no. It wasn't. Very minute similarities. So if you yourself are journeying down the IVF route, let me just prepare you beforehand. So if you have had an IUI, you know that they, much like your female women's exam, they spread eagle you. They get all up in there, and then with the IUI, they insert the catheter through your cervix, which you can feel a little bit of cramping with that. And then they, do the business for you. And it's kind of like the hysterosalpingiogram in that regard too. So if you've had one of those, the slight cramping as the catheter inserts through your cervix, you experience that. What I was not prepared for, and I asked clarifying questions when I got into the doctor's office this morning. I said, what will I expect as far as discomfort goes? I was like, is it on equal playing ground as an IUI? And they said, no, it is not. Baseline things are similar, but the level of discomfort is far and beyond what you experience with an IUI or the hysterosalpingiogram. And I was like, great. I'm glad I took ibuprofen this morning. So they get in there, they open you up. And what they're doing is they're checking your uterine cavity for, just to be sure that when you carry a baby, your uterus is in a good condition to be able to carry a baby. There's no polyps, there's no fibroids, there's no endometrial growth, etc., making sure your ovaries look good, your uterine lining, your uterine cavity, all of that. So, and I was really thinking they'd get in there and find some of those things, but we will get to the results here in a second. I am preparing you for if you experience this yourself. So they spread you open. They put the little ultrasound in there to get like a diagnostic, like a baseline of what everything looks like. And then they put the catheter in, which has a little balloon that blows up to probably about that big, inside you, and they blow that up. And then behind that, they flush the catheter with saline solution. Meanwhile, they're taking the sonogram machine and like maneuvering it, doing backflips all throughout, your hoo-ha. And guys, all of that initial stuff was like, I've had my female exam. Like, I've had some of these procedures before, so I know what it feels like. But when they flushed that catheter with all of that saline solution and were like putting pressure on me, trying to get that thing in there and take pictures, I almost cried. It was so painful. It was so painful. Like, I have a newfound appreciation for women who give birth naturally without medication, because that procedure alone, the sonogram alone, give me the epidural now. I'm not even pregnant. Give me the epidural now. Just saying. So anyways, if you have questions about the procedure, I can try and clarify as much as possible, but it was painful. I'm just warning you, it was painful. So you get results in real time, and if you have any like polyps or fibroids, they kind of walk you through what the process looks like moving forward, because they will want to remove those. I did not have any, which honestly was kind of frustrating, because at this point in our process, we've had all of our labs done, we've had all of these tests done, and nothing shows like why we can't get pregnant. Like, they even said today that all of my stuff looked so healthy, so smooth, so perfect. Like, these were legitimately their words. And so to not have an answer, like, I don't want something to be wrong, but I also want an answer. Does that make sense? So I walked out of that feeling a little frustrated this morning, but I'm hopeful that we get a call here within the next few days about starting for my next cycle, like my next menstrual cycle, that we start our first cycle of IVF and can go through retrieval and transfer and be pregnant soon. So anyways, that's what I wanted to update you guys with today. It was a long morning, a long painful morning, but we are through it, and I know that there's only good things in store ahead. Fingers crossed, prayers up, Lord. So anyways, I'm just here to answer questions you might have. I know this journey can feel isolating and lonely, and I want you to know that you are not alone. I can be your friend. I can walk you through it here on the interwebs, and I just want to point people to the Lord. Like, the only reason I have joy throughout this process is because of Him and what He's done for me and the goodness in my life that He's given me. And I'm just very thankful and grateful that we can do this and that we can walk through this to have a family. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I know I will be posting here more, so be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be posting here more as our journey ramps up, and I would love to keep you updated along the way. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all of those YouTube things, and I will see you next time.